Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Desert Studio. Hi! So as you can see, I'm doing a painting, but this one is in oil. So I have already prepped my canvas in black, and then I put a liquid clear over it, which it's this right here. So I just put a thin layer and then I wiped the excess off on a shop towel. And I use shop towels when I am working with oils because shop towels don't leave lint like a paper towel will. So we're going to see what we can create. It's been 6 months since I've painted with oils, so I already know that I'm going to be rusty, but I absolutely love painting in oils. So I just figured I would do a simple oil painting and bring you along for the ride. So I have got phthalo blue, burnt umber, phthalo green, alizarin crimson, Indian yellow, and white. And if I need any more, I'll just grab as I need. So I want it to have like a really nice kind of pink sky with maybe a little bit of like yellow, orange, or whatever. So because the alizarin crimson and the Indian yellow, these two are a transparent color, I'm going to put those on first, and you're not really going to see much of anything on the canvas right now, but you will. So I'm at a different angle. I hope it is okay for you guys. It's a little backwards for me, but I think I can get the canvas better this way. So I just figured I'd try it and we'll see. So you guys can leave your comments below what you thought. All right, so we're just going to get some of this color going up here in the sky. And now I'm just going to go into some of the Indian yellow on the same brush, and we're going to put some of this in the sky. And maybe we'll just put a little bit underneath here. Okay. And I know you guys are like, well, that looks like a mess. Yeah, it does. But hang on. All right. So I'm going to start bringing this color to life. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of my titanium white and figure out where I want my lightness to be. So I definitely want it to be, a little bit lighter in here. And I'm just going to wipe the excess off on a paper towel, pick up a little bit more, and we're just going to make a mess. Now I'm going to take my clean brush and we're going to start blending this to kind of get that movement in the sky. And depending on how much pressure you put will be how light or how dark it becomes. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna wipe this off. I should have started at the top, but like I said, it has been a hot minute since I have done one of these paintings. So I guts to remember. So I'm just gonna clean this off in a little bit of odorless mineral spirits. So that way I can go in at the top and finish blending that down. All right. So kind of almost like a little turbulence in the sky that, yeah, there might be something going on. All right, I'm going to clean this off, and I'm just going to just kind of blend that out a little bit. So I'm going to clean my fan brush and clean that off. All right. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of white now, and we're going to make a few little clouds in here. I'm going to wipe that. Go back in, pick up some more white, and clean that off again. And let's put something down in here a little bit. All right. So I'm going to take my big brush, and we're just going to blend those out a little bit. And I'm only using the one corner. Clouds are something that I still struggle with very much. So I always try to put some in my paintings just so that I can get a little bit better at them. All right, so let's fluff some of these up, and then we'll give them a good hypnotizing. Right. So I want, let me flip my paper towel over here. So I think we're going to have a little bit of waterfall going on. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this brush. Just all right. I'm going to switch over to an actual rag because it gets more of the oils off. So I want to have a waterfall down here, so I'm going to pick up some of the Phthalo Blue, and we're going to start putting in where I want my water to kind of be. So I know I'm gonna put some trees up, so I don't need to go way up high, but I do want some of the blue and then we're gonna have it, let's see, how do I want this to fall? I'm gonna put some rocks and let's see, we'll put some blue down in here. And again, this is not going to really show up until I like start putting some whites over it. Okay. So I'm gonna clean that, and I gotta be careful because I got my paint thinner on the table with another project on there curing, so I gotta be careful. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna get some background trees in there. So I'm gonna just clean this fan brush off. And I'm going to, let's see, and I didn't grab a palette knife, so hang on. Is my small palette knife in here? Oh, it is, okay. All right, so before, yeah, let's grab, I'm just opening up a little bit of black. And I'm just, you guys think I'm messy when I do my epoxy. You wait until you see when I'm done this, what my hands look like. All right, so let's take a fan brush. First, let's mix up. We're gonna take some black, some brown, blue, green, and some of the alizarin. And we're just gonna make a tree color for the background. All right, now we'll take our fan brush and we're gonna load that up. And we're gonna start putting in some trees. So when I'm doing oils, I put my distant trees in a little different than I do when I'm doing acrylics, because oil paints blend so much easier. You know, and everybody like finds their own way and groove of what kind of works for them. So, like my daughter came over today and she never thought she could do anything like this, and now she's actually doing paintings on her own, which I am so proud of her. So she's been struggling with her trees. So we came down today and we took out some small canvases and I just had her like practice. I showed her how I do them, the different ways that you can do them, and found what worked better for her. And she's like, oh, okay. And her problem was she wasn't using enough paint. So, all right. So that is looking good. It's giving us that depth in the forest. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this brush off. And I got to open a soda here. Hang on, guys. Now, I've got to make sure I put this in a spot away from my paint thinner because I don't want to splash any paint thinner in there. Okay, so that same color that we did for our trees, I'm just going to add a little bit more brown to it. And I'm going to start getting some sort of mountainy rocks or something so that we can have this waterfall coming down. And I don't know what I'm putting over here yet, so we're just going to get something to contain our, like our water in. Because this is going to be coming from like behind those rocks. And we'll come down about there. All right, so I'm going to just take a little bit of the white and we're going to mix that, and now we have like a blue kind of brown color. So we're just gonna start giving it some sort of something going on the top, because the top is definitely going to be lighter than underneath. We'll have a little flat spot there. Oh. We'll fix that after. I mean, that's how light you just put a little tiny bit on there, and all right, so let's And I'm going to take some of the red and the orange mixed in with all those colors, just to kind of give like a reflection of that sunset color coming down. Just kissing the tops of this rock right here. All right, just like that. Okay. Now, before I go too far, I do want to fix that right there. All right, so we're gonna take our fan brush and we're gonna go into the white. And we are just gonna kind of give us where our water line is, and then we're going to come down, wipe that off, pick up some more just white. Because we have that blue there, we're getting that variation in color. Flip that over, and we're just gonna bring it down a little bit more. All right, so over here, I am just going to put some splash that it's hitting that rock. And then down here, we're definitely gonna put some splash. So I'm going to take my small brush and I am going to just kind of blend this out just a little at the bottom. And we're just going to kind of make some mist. And, oh, let me clean my brush here. That is the hardest part when you're doing like the water. You've got to make sure you keep your brush clean. All right, so we are going to make, let's see. All right. I'm really liking that, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna take my brush and we're just gonna very gently run that along. I'm gonna go back in with that rock color that I made. And I'm gonna use a filbert brush. only because I want some rocks here. Maybe not so much like mountains, but rocks. Because I want another waterfall kind of coming down. All right. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of white. And I'm not liking this brush. Which way do I want this to go? And I'm not liking this, so we're just gonna blend this in. Yeah, that looks better. And we are going to gotta pick up more white. And we're just gonna have some just a little crashing. You know, and the splash down here is not going to be hardly anything because it's a small drop down. Wow, I'm really liking this. And now I don't know what I want to put on the sides. I'm really liking that. And that's when I start, I don't know where I'm going with, you know, like each thing I do. But I'm seeing maybe all right, just need to mix in some more of that darker color here. And put another rock in here. Okay, take a little of that sunset color and I'm just gonna make like a little top on that one. So I'm thinking down here we're gonna have like some bushes. I'll probably put a couple of, or one tree here. And let's see. We've got to have something. Let's extend this rock over here. So before I picked up doing resin, this is what I did every single day. All right, so we're gonna just lighten up some of this, and we're just gonna make some different different planes in our rocks here. Okay. Let's see. Pick up some of that sun color, and we're gonna make our ledge a little bit bigger here. And now I'm going to take just some plain black, and I'm just going to just put some really dark colors here underneath some of these. All right, so we can just have a little bit of that sunset kind of color. Just kissing on some of these little edge pieces. All right. Touch a little bit of light. All right. So I'm gonna clean my fan brush. And I'm gonna take some phthalo green and some black, and we're just gonna make a really dark green. And let's put, let's see. Bit more black, and then I'm going to go over it and add some highlights. All right, and might as well have another one right here. That one's coming right off the canvas. All right, so now this is where I always screw up, because you can't put thick over thick. You gotta thin it down. So now I'm gonna get a little bit of paint thinner on my brush, and I'm gonna take some of that white and we're gonna thin it down, and hopefully I didn't thin it down too much. And I'm gonna see if this works, because like I said, it has been a while. And it's working. And I'll turn my brush over. Oh, crap. All right. So that is looking good. Let's clean the brush. Let me grab a sip of my soda. All right, so now I'm gonna take that same color and I'm gonna try it with the big brush, because I paint totally different with oils versus acrylic. So I'm gonna put some bushes in front of these rocks, because we can't have floating rocks, right? Because that would just be weird. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Okay. I'm gonna clean that. And I'm gonna pick up some of that thinned out white on my brush. And just pick up a little bit more, and let's okay. Now we've got to have a little bit of a landmass underneath these those rocks. I mean the greenery, right? So let's go ahead and we'll just kind of put a little bit of something in here. just gonna put just a little dark, a little bit of dark in there, because I'm gonna bring those bushes back over this just gonna get some brown and some white, just lighten that up a little, just to kind of and I always do better on one side than the other. Hang on. All right. So I'm going to go back into the white with my fan brush. And we're going to extend our water down here. And let me just take, I'll just take my big brush and we're just gonna I'm gonna hypnotize that. I'm gonna wipe my knife off. And I'm going to put these two brushes over here. And I'm just going to take some white with some of my blue. And we are just going to all right, I gotta lift this. Just to kind of give like a little bit of movement in the water. And I'm just going to go back into my green, and we want to bring some of these bushes over the rocks now. And I'll just take some of that white and Just, and if you don't like a spot, you get a clean brush. Just gotta put some dark in here now. Just like that. And I need to get a hang on here. And I need some more, a little bit of white. Nope, that one's brown. Just want to put a few rocks, and then we will be done. All right, so I'm gonna put black on one side and some white on the other side. Black, and some more white. Some more black and some more white. So what do you think, guys? I think I'm gonna call this one done. This one will be for sale. I will post it on my website. It will need a name, so try to help me come up with a name. And hang on, I'm looking. See what I mean about my hands, guys? I'm a mess. I'm just gonna take some of the red and a little bit of the white. I just want to lighten this a little bit more. Just give it a little bit more of that sky color, especially up at the top. And you know, there could be some little ridges in here that might be catching that light. just, you know, the sky would be hitting different, different areas. Just a little bit different. All right. So now I've got to sign it. And let's see, what color am I going to sign it in? Maybe I'll do the alizarin crimson. So I'm just thinning some down. So when I sign my paintings, I sign it MCD for McDaniel, and then I sign my full signature on the back, and I put the name in parentheses. And I usually sign mine on the right, but you can actually sign them anywhere you want. So MCD. And then I put just the year, 24. So then, let me see, I'm just trying to get it so you can see it in. And that is my finished painting, guys. Now I did something I don't usually do. I only put 2 trees, and normally I always go with an odd number, but I don't know, I'm liking it, so I'm going to leave it. So yeah, so that is our painting for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it inspires somebody to just pick up a brush and start and, you know, play. And it's so much fun, and it's so relaxing. So that is it for today, guys. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.